From butt lifts to botox, it seems to be a common theme among Real Housewives to change their appearance often and deliberately. From across the United States, these are the ladies who've changed the most. Margaret Josephs has been a colorful staple on The Real Housewives of New Jersey since season 8. Her honest and open personality has led to multiple conflicts, but it has also contributed to her loving and relatable nature. As she is with most subjects, Margaret has been very candid about the work she's done to improve her looks. Many fans noticed the subtle changes in Margaret's face, which have been thanks to a few tweaks here and there. In an episode of her podcast, Caviar Dreams, Tuna Fish Budget, Margaret shared that before joining The Real Housewives, she had a brow lift and eye lift done for a more youthful appearance. From there, she shared that she went on to have a facelift, neck lift, breast reduction, and veneers. In April 2022, she also revealed to people that she lost 22 pounds, which she attributed to hormone therapy. While Margaret's look is evidently very important to her, what matters most is how she feels. She told People, "I wanted to feel healthy and get my body to a place where I'm supposed to be. I feel so lucky to have found something that's really working for me." Vicki Gunvalson is one of the longest-standing housewives, as she premiered on season 1 of The Real Housewives of Orange County back in 2006. Since Orange County was the first city in the Real Housewives franchise, Vicki's looks have changed a lot over the years. This was especially true after her divorce from Don Gunvalson.
I'm single now. I have to figure out what I'm doing.
In an interview with Distractify, Vicki shared that most of the work she'd gotten done was on her face. She noted that she went to different doctors for fillers to smooth out some wrinkles to make her look younger, but she wound up getting too many. To give herself a more untouched appearance, she had fillers removed and underwent a facelift. She also revealed she'd had a neck lift performed in the past. Vicki also noted that while she's happy with the outcome of her procedures, she's open to getting more plastic surgery in the future. She explained, "I believe plastic surgery is a personal decision. I also believe if you want a nice house, you have to renovate it every 10 years. And 10 years from now, I might be totally different." Caroline Manzo was a force to be reckoned with on The Real Housewives of New Jersey. She was straightforward, honest, and didn't mind getting her hands dirty. Caroline was known for her short red hair, but now that she's off the show, she's welcomed the grays. She also decided to get plastic surgery at a major turning point in her life. In an episode of her son's podcast, Dear Albie, Caroline expressed how upset she was with her appearance after she stopped filming and focused her efforts on being a present grandmother to her granddaughter. She got to a point where she was in such a negative space that she decided to do something about it. After losing 20 pounds, she met with a surgeon and went through a facelift. In April 2023, Caroline noted on Food, Love, and Chaos that she'd had a tummy tuck in the past, but she'll never do fillers or Botox. She explained, "I am afraid of it. For one moment, I don't believe that any of that is good for you. When you're injecting it into your face, it's just craziness." Kim Zolciak-Biermann is one of the more controversial stars of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. After leaving the series as a full-time housewife in season 5, she returned as a guest and a friend to stir the pot with the other women in later seasons. Outspoken and extra, Kim has been pretty coy about the work she's gotten done. However, she has been honest about a few of her bigger procedures, as they were shown on her Bravo spinoff, Don't Be Tardy. In addition to donning wigs, having lip fillers, and getting routine Botox, Kim detailed to Entertainment Tonight that she had a tummy tuck, breast augmentation, and a skin tightening treatment. While there are rumors that Kim may have also had a rhinoplasty, she openly denied them while speaking with Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live in 2016.
If I'm gonna have a nose job, it's gonna be a hell of a lot shorter.
Real Housewives of Atlanta star Nene Leakes looks quite a bit different from her days in season 1. As an original housewife, Nene is one of the more hilarious and respected stars of the franchise. If there was one housewife who demanded to be heard, it's Miss Leakes. And while she's no longer on Bravo, fans have kept up with her continued changing looks on social media. In August 2022, Nene revealed on Instagram that she went under the knife for both a Brazilian butt lift and liposuction. In the past, Nene also opened up about having 2 rhinoplasties. According to Watch What Happens Live, her second nose job was medically necessary as her lip was making contact with the end of her nose. Nene further admitted to getting a breast augmentation during her Real Housewives days, and that she's happy with the changes she's made. As she told her Instagram followers, she set out to keep her cosmetic enhancements, quote, classy, not trashy. Alexia Nepola of the Real Housewives of Miami fame has had subtle changes done to her face since her first season. Since the series took a hiatus and moved from Bravo to Peacock, fans couldn't help but talk about the noticeable differences in Alexia's look. Alexia had a breast augmentation and rhinoplasty when she was younger, and she decided to go under the knife again more recently. In 2022, during season 4 of The Real Housewives of Miami, Nepola explained that she had had the same breast implants for 3 decades and decided it was time to change them out. That same year, Alexia told Access Hollywood that she's not ready for full-on plastic surgery like a facelift or neck lift. However, she is a fan of botox and uses it in her face and neck, which she considers to be her problem area. She went on to deny having work done to her lips, stating that she simply overlines them for a fuller look. Ramona Singer was once what made The Real Housewives of New York City so successful, with some of the funniest moments in the series involving things Singer did and said.
Thinking you're making a bigger mole. No, not a bigger mole.
Mountain out of a molehill.
Yeah, you're making a mountain out of a hole.
While she's no longer a part of the series, Ramona was a full-time housewife for 13 seasons. During that time, her face changed quite a bit. Ramona doesn't discuss her physical changes much, but her former castmate Bethenny Frankel wishes she would be more open, saying on her Just Be podcast, Ramona's gonna be 95 and she's gonna be in the goddamn box saying, it's just Ramona skincare. It's like the jig is up. Nevertheless, Singer has admitted to getting a few cosmetic surgeries over the years. Back in 2016, Ramona told the Daily Mail that she felt sexier after getting a breast augmentation following her divorce from her husband, Mario Singer. Ramona also had an eye lift and gets Botox in her forehead a few times a year. However, like Bethenny, others speculate that she's had more work done. Celebrity plastic surgeon Dr. Anthony Yoon told Radar Online he believes that, at the least, she's received lip injections. One of the younger stars of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Brandi Glanville, had a habit of rubbing people the wrong way with her honesty. Over the years, Brandi has stayed in the Real Housewives realm thanks to her podcast and appearances on other reality TV shows. While fans can't stop talking about the things Brandi has said and done on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, her looks have also been a topic of conversation. Brandi revealed to Bravo that she's had breast augmentation, fillers, and vaginal rejuvenation. In December 2021, she also took to Twitter to explain that she'd suffered second-degree burns on her face and was still healing, which may have contributed to a change in her appearance as well. The following year, she fielded accusations about having additional cosmetic procedures, saying, "Okay, I'm saying this once. I had periodontal, gum surgery, on the right side of my mouth on my back right side because I had a cavity below the gum line. It is infected and swollen. I am on my 2nd round of antibiotics, and when I do get plastic surgery, I will be the first to say." True to her word, a few months later, Brandi told her fans on Twitter that she decided to get laser lipo, writing, "I may have said I'd never do it in the past, but guess what? People are allowed to change their mind." The Real Housewives of Orange County star Shannon Storms Beador has been through the ringer in front of a national audience. After her husband had an affair, she worked to try to repair her marriage. Unfortunately, her efforts didn't pan out, and their relationship ultimately ended in divorce. Shannon told People in 2019 that the stress of the divorce caused her to gain weight. Real Housewives fans then got to witness her attempts at losing the weight thereafter. Shannon also decided to go under the knife. During the season 16 reunion, she revealed she'd had a facelift, which included some significant work on her neck. In the past, Shannon has also used fillers. However, she decided to dissolve them after what she described on Instagram as having a really difficult time looking at herself in the mirror. Bethenny Frankel is certainly one of the more outspoken housewives from the Real Housewives of New York City, and she has built an empire from the fame she earned on the show. When her series premiered, Bethenny looked fairly different from how she does these days. This can, of course, be attributed to age, but Bethenny has also made it clear that she's more than willing to get some outside assistance on her appearance. As she explained in a TikTok video, sleep, diet, and facial creams can help here and there, but there's a limit to what she believes you can get done without outside help.
Nothing will drastically change anyone's appearance unless they get a little assistance.
Over on Instagram, Bethenny has revealed that she's gotten Botox along her jawline and a breast lift in the past. Curiously, as open as Bethenny often is with her followers, she doesn't feel the need to go into great detail about the cosmetic procedures she's chosen. However, as she revealed on TikTok, she will not outright reject the idea of any procedure in particular.